Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wildcats offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. A key in this running game will be Joe Jackson. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Johnson wants to throw it. The short hands, it's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Jackson. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the play fake. Hit as he throws. Complete in the middle. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll run the counter. Here's a little room there. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Kansas State has it 1st and goal. Off the play fake. He's got his man, makes the grab, and not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Now the toss. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cougars offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The offense changing the play. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this is the opposite of what this defense wanted. They told us in meetings, like, they were focused on this running back, can't give up the big plays. He's touched it twice, and he's made 2 big plays. They've got to wrap him up. Sometimes you don't realize how good somebody is until you get into a football game.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Washington State. Into the end zone for 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Johnson looking to throw. Stepping to the right. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Turns it on down the left side. The tag. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give to the single back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. At the 35, he's loose. A lot of room to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's a great job by this QB, man. He sees the blitz come, he gets the ball out of his hands, hits his running back on a little swing route in stride, then he can do the rest. He's got the ball in his hands fast so he can chew up some yards, make some plays down the field. Nice throw, nice catch.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. After that run, picked up the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Cougars will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Washington State!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Coming out with it, it's Lockett. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for space, it's Jackson. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to him. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Catches it at the 15. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Johnson looking to throw. Slings it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's White. Timeout taken here. 2nd one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
The Wildcats called their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out.
He lost one down the sideline. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Oregon taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process, and now once you get into the second half...
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Pocket breaking down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running.
Maybe some room here. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Off play action. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, in the running game making its presence felt. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Running inside, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Washington State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
This is a point where you just got to be able to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hawkins. Right down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougars!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Spins away from the defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll run it. It's Jackson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wildcats! The Wildcats are right back on top.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
Kansas State, 31, Washington State, 24.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hawkins. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle, it's Freeman. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. He just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Washington State going back to work on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. On the move at the 30. He slides past the first down marker and picks it up on foot.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Cougars. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The Cougars with the immediate response.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try it again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And how about that? They definitely fooled the defense late in this football game. The clock is their friend. They can just run the football. They go with a little play action, catch them off guard, and Palmer, I think that should do it.
Yeah, it's tough for a
There's a crease. Makes it past the marker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And they tacked on the extra point. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Scrambling to the left. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. First down here for the offense. He'll set up to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Freeman. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. He goes right back to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. He'll take a shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's brought down